Well, hello everyone. Dan Hurd, Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am here with Dad on my Amethyst Geode claim. Today we are finding Amethyst Geodes and agate nodules of all sorts. So wish us luck, and I hope you enjoy. Now here's the face we will be working today. It's been a little bit since I've been here, and I can't quite remember how we left it, but I think someone's been working. Anyhow, looking around at the face, we do see a couple of sockets. Socket, where some of the Amethyst Geodes have come from. We brought the big tools today. We're gonna start hammering away at this face and see what we can find. There's actually one right there. Now I think to maintain our quarry nicely, we're gonna start with the bottom here. Take off this bottom to keep a nice flat floor to the bottom. We'll take off this bottom nodule, see if there's anything in there before we start tackling the back wall. It'll be really nice if we could just maintain a quarry sort of atmosphere to this spot. Last time we were here, we were using the little jackhammer and really struggling. This time we just started with the big one. So we'll be able to knock things off the face in no time. Okay, the first rock came off and we see the first nodule underneath it. This guy here popped off and we see a socket, sort of a little hollow right there, which means right down here we have a nodule. It's not free, I'll have to break up the rocks around it, but there's our first nodule of the day. That was quick. Oh, and the second one. We got that one completely on camera. There's our first agate of the day. And that's not the one I saw earlier. You know they're agates in this big, jagged, sharp rock. You find these rounded bits. You know those are the agates. That is a perfect size for my agate bags. It's going in the bucket. And this next one is big. It takes a certain size before these turn into Amethyst Geodes, and this one's looking like it's probably big enough to do it. So when we know we're on a good one, we start taking our time to break things off nicely around it. We don't want the chisel anywhere near it, so we don't want to crack it at this point. So I go way away from it. And it's loose. Here we go. Probably not big enough for amethyst, but maybe a little bit of amethyst in the center. Woohoo! I like it when big sections come free like that, because then you can gently peel it back and see what you find. That looks like it may have been a socket. If so, my chisel went right through it. Nope. Nothing on that one. Nothing there either. Little guys, like really little ones, but nothing big there. There's a big one. Here's the end of one right there. Nice round surface and all this jagged stuff.
Now this whole thing is loose.
Ooh, that's a biggie. Nope, no nodules though.
That's not nice.
So we haven't found any more big ones yet, but we have gone through probably a dozen of these smaller ones, and sometimes they have opal on them. Now, we haven't seen any precious opal from this site. Nothing that shows a play of colors, but often the agate has a piece of common opal on one side of it. Into the bucket it goes. Big slab coming. Is there a big agate? No. Little agate, no big agate. Oh, there's a socket. There's a socket. So right below you should be one.
That would be this one.
That would be that one. Nice. In the bucket she goes. Sometimes we take those blocks and break them up, but really we know there's no big one in there. There's not enough room for a big one, so we'll continue looking for the big ones. So this one just popped out from down there, and it might be thick enough to show amethyst inside. Feels heavy, so it feels like it's solid, but we might get a small amethyst pocket inside that one. That's a nice agate though.
Yeah.
Knocked off a bunch of the back wall, and check this one out. There's a good one. There's one right there. Oh, look at this guy. There's a big one. There's our first colossal of the day. How did I miss that earlier? Okay, let's get that one out on camera. It's a good one. Another one right there.
I see that.
I broke something right here, but
Loose, loose.
whoop, there it is. That's big enough that if we're gonna get amethyst, that would have it inside of it. It's a big if, but we can hope. Not an amethyst hollow, but still a little geode all the same. And if you look on the back wall, the big one was right here, but we also have a medium, and a medium. I was doing some maintenance work, taking away a rock over here so I could push in from the side onto those three. And big one showing up here. Look at it right there. Oh,
Good bounce. Nothing but rim.
little one. And this is definitely a double. Big one with a little one growing on top of it. So we got our work cut out for us now. We're coming in fast and furious. Chisel underneath it, freed it up. It's loose in there. Little one.
Little one. Really ground. Look at him.
It's loose. Just gotta get the rocks away from it.
Another big one.
And you can see the crystals
Yep.
that broke off the back side of it there. No purple in it, but it's crystallized, so inside there might be purple in the center. Nice.
I like the little top hat.
Yeah, the snowman. Looks like there might be another one right below it. It was just a socket. No actual geode.
No, I'm not going with that.
How about this one? This came out of there. It's not,
Okay.
It's not that one. You think there's one down there?
Well, I don't know. I was just looking through the debris here because there's a whole lot of crud came down all at once there. I mean,
It would be very round if it was there.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Here we go. Here's another nice little one. That's a perfect size for the agate bags. When I say agate bags, I sell on my website various agates from my different sites, and I try to get one agate from each site. So that would go in as an agate from here. Another double right there. Got this top guy and that one there. So that'll be good. And yeah, I popped down into a hole of some sort, another void. Well, let's get that out of there. Yep, there it is.
It broke off.
It broke up a bit. There's a wing that goes back into the rock there that broke off, but nicely done. Oh, there's a long skinny one below it. Look at this thin shell that just came off this geode. We'll never get that out as a geode because of how thin the shell was, but it's got these like stalactites that were forming inside of it. Very cool. More of it?
More of it.
Oh, very cool. Let's get that on camera too. We will definitely try to keep at least that piece in good order because that's pretty cool. Well, hard to see inside the geode here, and I didn't bring my flashlights back in the truck, but you can see the stalactites coming down off the top edge. It was a nice big one, but not something that we could get out in one piece because it just had a paper thin wall to it. So much fun, but so delicate. Nothing we could do with that.
Just like so many.
That's one. It's a hollow one. Hollow! It's got a little hollow in it.
Okay. Agate.
Oh, big agate. I just found a big one. Well, I finally did it. I put the chisel through a big agate. Now, every time I do one of these videos where I'm using the big hammer drill on this and I put a chisel through an agate, people tell me I'm wasting agates by using that big tool. I should just be doing it by hand. However, this big tool here has allowed us to move a crazy amount of material. How many would we have got by hand, Dad?
Maybe a half a dozen by now.
Yeah.
At best.
Oh yeah, maybe one or two at best if you're doing it by hand. This tool will waste one or two along the way, but yes, we got a bucket full because we're going through so much material so fast. Little one right there. How about that one? There we go. That's a nice one. Well, again, my chisel just fell into a big hole, so there's another void down there, but no big amethyst yet. Usually the amethysts, when you break them out of the wall, they actually split because they're hollow, and you can see the amethyst crystals inside. When we were doing this last year, we had dozens like that. And so far, none. Let's see what's down there. Again, just another extremely thin-walled geode. That's what it was. Look at that, all the pieces of agate.
Yeah.
There's a neat little wall in there, but just a thin-walled geode. If you hear me use the term geode, that means some sort of nodule, like an agate nodule or a quartz nodule that's hollow in the center. Hollow makes it a geode. Solid makes it a nodule. A thunder egg is something completely different, made in volcanic ash from moisture condensing silicates into one spot. Completely different to thunder egg. Geode hollow, nodule solid. There's your geology lesson of the day. Just pulled that out, and on the back side, long skinny one. Dad wants to try to hit it out with a pickaxe.
No, I want to point something out.
Oh. And our first amethyst geode. Very pale amethyst in this one. We can get much darker purple than that, but there's our first. And this is typical for the amethyst geodes here. They break apart when you bring them out because there's no agate or very little agate around the outside edge. Very, very thin wall. But that is a cute little piece. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Dad, that one's got to go somewhere delicate. Well, a brief lunch, filled the gas can, back in the truck, and we're ready to go for round two. We will find more amethyst this time. Bright purple stuff, yes. We'll take that lump off right there, I think. 2 seconds of chiseling and we found our first amethyst. That's what we need to do. We need to stop for lunch. Now this is again pale, it's not the bright purple, and we just broke through the top of it, so we'll go all around it, see what kind of pieces we can get off. Hopefully we can get at least one good end that shows the geode effect. But it looks promising. Okay, I think we figured out why we weren't finding the geodes. We may have been too high on the wall. As I was clearing off the pocket we opened, I found another agate. And then as I was just peeling away on this to show Dad, my hand rubbed that.
That's good.
That, I'm pretty sure I can tell just by the look of the surface, is a great big hollow amethyst geode. We will take our time to get this section out. I think I'm going to turn off the generator and pull out the hand tools. Now the reason I say I'm pretty sure this is a hollow geode is I can actually see some translucency to it. I see no cracks on the surface yet, that's a good sign, but I can sort of see down into it. So this is going to be fragile. If we get this out in one piece, we have done really, really well. It will be a very slow process.
Okay.
Was that?
Okay, I see.
Oh, that's really translucent too. It might be hollow.
Oh, does it weigh anything?
Yeah, it's probably a hollow amethyst as well. In the pocket it goes. Okay, I'll put the camera back on when I screw up and break the geode. Very gentle, very gentle. If it goes under it at all, we don't want it lifting on. It's loose, it's coming. Well, we're about to get the biggest and best of the day. Here we go.
Oh, it's even bigger than I thought.
And it's hollow. I can feel it's hollow. There will be amethyst or quartz crystals all up in this top cap. I can feel that there's agate on the bottom because it's heavy on the bottom, but it's light on top. Whoop!
Yeah.
There it is.
Throw that one away, it's too small.
Big old geode. Well, we're working on the next one here. As Dad says, the duck egg, I think it's more of an ostrich egg,
Okay.
is coming, and definitely purple inside. This is definitely an amethyst geode. So there's no way we're gonna get this out in one piece because, well, we've already broken off a piece. But the fractures that go through this are probably gonna make sure it comes out in multiple pieces. But I'm gonna throw the camera on all the same, just in case. We've kind of run out of great spots to try to free it up. So let's see what happens when I get more aggressive. It moved. It moved. It moved again.
Yeah.
There's just no good spot to hammer anymore. Ah, there we go. Look at the amethyst.
Oh.
That's a beautiful amethyst there. That's what we're looking for. Let's get the close up on that. That's what we're looking for today, the amethyst geodes. And here it is.
Where you top?
Dad, can you tap that? There it is. Beautiful. Agate on the bottom. And once that's cleaned up, amethyst on top. That's a fantastic piece. Alrighty, let's find another. Another good size one coming out. He's free. Oh, and another one. Oh, and there's probably another one kicking around. It was right there, but anyhow, let's get the big one first. There it is. We may have just found an even bigger one than before. This here is on the back side of the rock that just came out of there, is a massive, massive socket, even with a little bit of an agate attached. Looking back in here, and that must be this whole thing is one. Absolute, ouch, I might be bleeding. Anyhow, that is a huge guy. There's also a nice one here, and you had one in...
I got one, but it came out of there.
Geode. No, that's a hollow.
Oh, it's a hollow piece.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna save that.
No, you're not saving that in any way. Oh, never mind. You're not saving that anyway. Never. Not in a million years. Oh, you don't want that one?
Oh, that's what I was after in the first place. When I asked you to bust it in half.
There we go. Well, let's go and see what we have there. Now, first time I touched the rock here, it cracked through there, it freed up completely. So either it's just a very, very thin one, or possibly, yeah, why don't you keep that one? And there's one below it too, Dad. Look at the socket. That might all be one. Yeah, the whole thing is one. The whole thing is one. It's a big one. So either it's a thin one, or we broke it open and it's a geode. Let's have a look. It's big. I think I just broke the cap off it because I see it over here. It's a big amethyst geode.
Okay, we're due for one. Oh, big. Oh.
No, it's just one massive agate. Massive agate.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, it's
solid. It's solid.
solid.
Dense, just like me. So Dad and I said we're gonna wait, we're gonna find one more and then we're done. I don't think this is the one more. We want the one more to be big, but what a beautiful geode. A little bit of calcite there, A little bit of amethyst, a little bit of agate. Beautiful little thing. Okay, I think we found the last one of the day. There seems to be an okay one there, and I'm getting so tired I can't control, kill site. I can't control the jackhammer anymore. It's slipping all over the place. My arms are just too tired. So we'll get that one out, and then we'll see what we got for the day.
Decent.
Yeah, there's a good one to end the day with. Nice. So I think we're gonna lay all of those out and show you what we got for the day. And then that big one, I'll probably take home, cut, and hope it's something good inside.
That's the last one.
Can't stop, won't stop. Okay, we're stopping. So we definitely found some Amethyst Geodes today. These are all the parts and pieces that came out. It's a very, very pale amethyst on those. We can hope that that one, once cut, will show a brighter amethyst because it's still, you know, solid and concealed in there. But we got lots of geodes, lots of pieces, and then all of the agates, and there's probably some in there that are geodes as well. Let's lay those out and have a look at them. Oh, can't forget about that one. That's in my pocket.
Oh yeah.
That was a beauty. And as I lay them out, I gotta show you that one. It's really neat. Hollow like that. Really, really neat. Now that's a haul of agates. What do we get here? A dozen big ones, couple really colossal, 2 dozen medium size, and 10 dozen little. Okay, maybe not 10 dozen, but a lot. And then the amethyst crystals. And some of these big ones will probably show amethyst crystals inside as well. Nice haul for the day. Absolutely. And of course, I'll be taking some of these home and cutting them open so you can see what's inside the agates of the day. Oh, let's get a light behind that one. Okay, let's see what this one looks like with the light behind it. It looks very, very green because these are green skin agates. If they're left out and weathered, the skin goes green, although the inside stays, you know, white, beige, not beige, gray, different sort of tones of gray inside, but the outside skin is green. Some of them have a yellow skin on the outside too. Where's another thin one? Here, Dad, grab that one right there. That one's gonna show translucency, a little bit more yellow.
Yep.
Ooh, does this thing show anything? Here, hold that one up. Let's see if we got anything coming through on that one. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, look at the line.
Yep. So that'll be solid agate down at the bottom. That may have been too close. Let me try this again. My GoPro doesn't focus too close up. But yes, you got a line there of agate, and where the light's not passing through, that's gonna be where the crystals start. Excellent. And this really big one is actually quite thin. Yeah, quite thin. So let's see what the light does with it. Oh yeah. It passes through nicely. And these are really dirty right now, so there's a lot of mud blocking the light. Once they're cleaned, these things are just gonna glow. Absolutely glow. Okay, well, let's go home and cut some. So these are a couple of the geodes I got last year, broken open. I've got the one downstairs just ready to run over the saw, and we're gonna see if we can get something every bit as good as these coming out from this year's geode. Okay, here's the one Dad and I found. Now, I know these water lines in this are thicker on this side, thinner on this side. The cavity should be over here. I think for today's cut, I'm going to try to go right through there so I get mostly cavity showing. Hopefully, there is a cavity making this a geode and less agate showing. So, right there. close right on about there right now. We're through. This is our best chance of any of them of being a Amethyst Geode. Let's see what we've got. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Only just. It's mostly waterline agate, but we do have the hollow at the top with the amethyst crystals inside. Nice. Okay, there it is. The Amethyst Geodes. The amethyst is not as bright purple as the ones I had last year, but crazy water lines on this one. And almost every agate here has at least one fracture going in from the outside because freezing stress on them. There it is. The geode of the day. And the other half has a very strange green stain on one side. What an amazing day agate hunting. Had so much fun. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me that thumbs up. Big thanks to everyone for watching, especially my patrons. And until the next one, bye!
Bye.